Hi, I'm Laura. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how I plan my 2020, how I plan my year, how I plan my goals, what I want to achieve, and everything around planning for the new year. So if you're interested, continue watching this video. I love planning. Planning is the best thing in the world. It relaxes me, it inspires me, and it gives me all the motivation in the world to accomplish my goals. And what a better time to start planning if not before 2020, or if it's already 2020, you probably want to plan your next month or your next year, whatever the year is. Firstly, I will show you my planner. This is my planner. It's a Madama planner. It's a Polish planner, and it's an equivalent to the happiness planner. So if you're already familiar with the happiness planner, you probably know what's inside, and this is just a Polish version. And I will guide you through everything that I do, how I use the tools that they have inside. But first, the first thing that I actually do before the new year rolls around is I evaluate my current year, so the previous year, so the old year, so 2019. So this is my 2019 Madama planner, and it's very similar to the new one. I use it in the exact same way. So the first thing that I do is, like I said, I evaluate my year. So I go through every single thing that I've managed to accomplish that given year, so in 2019, and I create an accomplishment list, and I am very proud of myself, and I'm very happy and grateful for everything that happened. Even if it's a bad, tragic event, I'm really grateful for it anyway. And if it's something very fun, like a trip to New York City, I am extremely grateful for everything that happens to me, and I create an accomplishment list. Then I go through the goals that I had for this year, so for 2019, and I reevaluate them. So are these goals still relevant? Are these goals something that I still want to accomplish? For instance, I wanted to pursue my PhD. I don't anymore, and this is something that changed. I became different, and that's okay. So I go through every single priority that I had and dream that I had for 2019. If there is something that I actually didn't manage to accomplish, is it something that I still want to pursue? Is this still something that is in alignment with who I am and what I want to do in my life? So yeah, I close on 2019 and I go to 2020, and this is the most exciting part of my planning because I already know everything about 2019, and I just want to go into 2020 with a fresh mindset and with lots and lots and lots of inspiration. So I will just say that this planner is very helpful if you are not sure what is important to you and what you want to achieve. So the first time that I started planning with this journal is I wanted to get to know myself. So the first thing that I did was I wrote down my values, what is important to me, what is valuable to me, and what I think is the most important thing about living for me. So I went through my values, and then I went through my happiness page, and I just wrote down everything that makes me happy and what makes me a joyful, excited person. Everything, whether it's small, whether it's a nice cup of coffee, or whether it's something big like traveling to different distant cities and cultures. So I put everything down, and I go to the next page, which is about goals. So in this section you have many different options. You can have many different goals for this year. This is what I do to know where I want to start. So I have all of these sections, and these are relationships, life purpose and faith, entertainment and pleasure, health and well-being, money and environment, work and passion, development and creativity, and love and family. And in each of those sections I just put everything that is the most important to me, and it doesn't have to be very specific yet because I will break it down into more specific goals, but I just want to feel happier, or I want to spend more time with my family or with my boyfriend or with my friends, or I want to earn more money. So at this point, this is the brainstorming session of what I want to do, how I want to feel in 2020, and then after I'm done with that, I go to 100 things that I want to accomplish in 2020. And this is where the fun begins. I mean, everything is fun, but this page is just like a white canvas and you have to paint all over it. So whenever I see 100 things that I want to do this year, this is where I get specific. So if I want to feel healthier, what aspects of my health do I want to improve? For instance, I want to take out my last wisdom tooth. This is something that I want to do, and I will put it here as a thing that I want to do in 2020. I also want to move to London, so I will also put it here as a goal. And this is the place where you actually break down your goals. So you start to think about the bigger goals that you want to accomplish, but also about the smaller goals. And I think this is the best moment to introduce one tool that helps me when I am thinking about everything that I want to do, and that is a bucket list. If you haven't created a bucket list yet, I highly encourage you to do it. If you don't know, a bucket list is a list of things that you want to accomplish before you die, and these again can be small or big, and they are all about you. So you don't have to write down, I want to go skydiving, because if you don't put it on the list, because this is someone else's idea, this is not yours. And some of my bucket list items are to run a half marathon and a marathon. I don't know if I will accomplish this year, but I know I want to do it. A bucket list is a great inspiration tool, and if I lose my motivation, if I lose inspiration, I go back to my bucket list. So this year I'll be doing many different things, and many of those things are related to my YouTube channel. So if you want to see if I plan something here, stay tuned and subscribe and watch my videos if you want to know what I'm doing and what I'm up to. And my last and final and most fun thing to do is to pick 3, but I sometimes pick 5 or 6 big goals. And my definition of a big goal is if I accomplished this one thing this year only, would it change my life the most? So what is the goal that if you accomplished it, it would make your life better, it would get you where you want to be? So after I finished writing down my priorities, and after I've written down what I don't want to do in order to go forward with my dreams and goals, so I will stop watching YouTube right before bed, and I will stop using my phone 2 hours before bed, because this is my distraction. So I write down my distractions that I won't be doing and I'll be working on eliminating. And then I go to my 3 big goals and I write what the goal is and what positive effect it will have on my life and how it will change me. Last year when I was doing this exercise, one of my big goals was to graduate and to write my dissertation and to get the highest mark. And my 3 stages were to finish chapter 1, to finish chapter 2, and then to finish chapter 3 and prepare for my defense. And these were my stages, and I also put deadlines, and I tried to stick to these deadlines. It wasn't always easy, but I did it. I put the deadline on it, because if you put a deadline on something, it makes it more imminent, it makes it more urgent, and you want to accomplish it because there is a deadline coming. And then small steps. So what are the small steps that you can take when you go through these stages and when you accomplish these goals? So even though they are big and they are intimidating at first, for instance, growing my online business, this is huge, but there are so many small steps that I can take. For instance, building my own website, or working on creating more videos, or reaching out to people on Facebook, Instagram, and reaching out to brands. There are so many small steps, and here I don't think this is enough space for these small steps, so I always draw a line and I divide this section and I just create more small steps, because I think that if I accomplish something very, very small, it's still an accomplishment and it's not as scary as, for instance, build your own website. Okay, I can start working on my template. I can start working on what will be on it. As I said, I sometimes have 5 to 6 goals. So I use this space to create a new page for my new goals, and that is it. This is everything that I do, and I go to the next sections of my planner, and I will enjoy my 2020, and I will be doing many more things around it, because this is everything that I do to plan my goals, but there are so many things that you can do in between. For instance, how do you stick to your goals? There are so many things during the year that I still do after I finished planning, because this is only the beginning. I can plan as much as I want, but if I don't do many more things around it, I will not stick to my goals and I will not stick to my habits or anything that I want to accomplish. So you know how I plan my year, and please comment down below and tell me, how do you plan your year? What do you do when you plan your new year, when you plan your goals, when you brainstorm your dreams? Tell me, what is the process like for you? And I hope that my video inspired you to plan bigger and to dream bigger and to achieve more things and the things that are important to you in 2020. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. Also, follow me on Instagram if you want to see more of my daily life, and I will see you in my next video. Enjoy your planning sessions. Bye.